Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel Ray here, and today we have Flosstube number 20, where I have a lot to show you, a lot to share, new starts, Maynia, everything, plans. I've got a lot today. So please come join me. Grab a cup of coffee or something. Let's chit chat. Let's do this. I cannot believe how many project bags I have here right now. So I hope you're ready. It's 1 o'clock, Saturday, the 16th of May, 2020. And I'm going to chit chat with you for a second, just to explain some things. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. I do a lot of cross stitching, knitting, and diamond painting. Diamond painting is where I started my YouTube channel, but it is kind of like a crafty channel. I share everything here. So feel free to subscribe if you like, if you're interested in any of those things. I'm sure we could get to know each other and it'll be great. So thank you for stumbling in. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate seeing your comments every week. It really brightens my day. So thank you so much. Let me try to tell you how this is going to work. I'm going to tell you about what I started last weekend for Maynia, and what I did during the week, what I'm going to do this weekend for Maynia, and kind of a few things about knitting, and I have some haul as well. So I'm really excited about that. But if you're interested in any of the things that I talk about, let's say a type of fabric, a project bag, a pattern, anything like that, anything at all, a tool that I use for cross stitching, I have this link document on Google Documents. I call it my link haven. And if you click that link down below in the video description, it'll take you to that page, and it has everything categorized so that it'll be easy for you to find whatever you're looking for. So I have different sections, and I have it right here in front of me because I wanted to show you, or tell you that it's got all of my Maynia new starts and where I got them. All of my current works in progress, the rotation that I'm currently doing, all of the tools that I've used, that I've shown on my Flosstube, all the fabric shops, maybe not exactly the link to that fabric. You'd have to do some digging, but wherever I get my fabric, wherever I get my threads, project bags, yarn, all that stuff. So I hope that helps. It's easier for me to put everything in this document and share it publicly with everyone, updating it frequently every week, than it is for me to copy it and put it into YouTube, because YouTube only gives you like a certain amount of space. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. I promise I won't talk about it too much more in the future. It'll be like another month before I mention it. But while I'm here, I also want to mention the Happy Mail form. So when I do giveaways and random things on my channel, I like to ask you as the viewer, if you were interested in signing up for a giveaway and you want to be entered in to win, I do ask that you enter the Happy Mail form with your details. So it's going to ask for your name, your address, your email address. If you have, what's your username on Instagram, on Facebook, etc. Because no matter which platform that I use, if you've entered the giveaway, I can use the one form to find you and send you an email. That's very important so that I don't get scammed, basically. So if you're interested, please sign up to the Happy Mail form. It's just down below under social. It's the first thing on the video description. Okay. And if you have any questions, just leave me a comment or send me an email. It's fine. Speaking of comments, it has been a little while. I am so backed up with comments. They are flooding in, and I hope that you will forgive me. I want to respond to every comment, but I do read them all. I read every single comment. I heart all the comments. The only exception that I won't is if I feel that it might be rude or something. Go figure. But you know what I mean? Just to show you, I have been there. I have seen it. I have felt the love and appreciation. And thank you so much. Thank you. It really, it motivates me to keep going. So, okay, enough of that. Jeez. It's going to be one of those days, guys. But those are really important admin things that I have to say to get out of the way so that we can do this together. Okay. First new start last week was Miss Cherry Blossom by Mirabilia. This is it is a 32 count linen called Enchanted, which way does it go? This way. Enchanted Dawn by hold on. Oh my gosh, Rachel. Heart Stitch Designs on Etsy. And it's this beautiful gradient, and then it's got, basically I started in the middle. I'm going to fold it over and then bring it back up again. I just wanted you to see where it was in the fabric. So we've started the bow and the corner of the dress. I just started in the middle of the pattern. And doesn't it pop? It's just amazing. Love it. So I started there in the middle. My plan is actually to work the dress first and then go up to her face. But we'll see. You know how me and plans, we don't get along. But I'm really, really loving it. And I wanted to reach for it so many times this week. You have no idea. Okay. That is the first new start. The second start on Saturday was Grazing Sheep by Doreen Jones. This is on, you can see the colors. Oh, yay. This is on a even weave. I have it here. Baby blue. Bear with me. 28 count by XJU Designs on Etsy. I love this little sheep. So there is backstitch. Come on, focus on me. Thank you. There is backstitching in the little fuzz, the wool of the sheep. But around the sheep here, there are these blended threads for the sky. And you need to lay those down before you do the back stitching so that it lays on top of them both. So I just decided to leave it be. I had already stitched for 4 hours and I did not want to move sideways yet. But it is a beautiful pattern. This pattern is only available in that issue of World of Cross Stitch magazine. I believe it's issue 292. So if you're interested in this pattern and you like it, then you would have to buy the magazine. You can buy the back issues, depending on when you watch the video. If you watch this video, within a week or two or a month or two, I'm sure it'd be easy to order that. After that, I'm not sure. But I have a link to the website where you can order the World of Cross Stitching magazine if you like. And I think you can order back issues from there as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. The third new start was my Stiach Alone, which is the, Stiach.com. They do Stiach Along every year. They have done for 8 years? Don't remember. Anyway, husband-wife team, they make it really fun. Lots of contests and stuff like that. But this time because we can't get together, we can only get together virtually. We're doing a Stiach Alone, and we are doing Bless This House, which is one of their old patterns. I'm using a 25 count, forgive me, 25 count, I think, or 28 count even weave called Ember from the Crafty Kitten. And that is Hugh Laurie's face. That's the outline of his face. Kind of looks creepy, doesn't it? I think it's pretty cool. He looks pretty creepy to me, but I like it. I'm I'm feeling like I should have put it over in the dark spot here, but we'll see what happens. You know, it's not finished yet. You know what I mean? So that was week 1. There were blended threads, long diagonals, and I think that's it. Quarter stitches maybe. But it's pretty easy. I think you should join. It's free. So the links are there as well if you're interested. Super fun. We ended up, it was Saturday when the pattern dropped, but it was like 11 o'clock my time. So I went ahead and waited and started on Sunday instead. But on Saturday, me and my team got together on Zoom, and it was so much fun. So if you don't know, there's a few of us here on YouTube that are in the team together. So for this Stiach alone, it's Jessie and Mislaid Pages. We've got the Crafty Heifer, who's Marissa, Cal's Crafts, and we've got a bunch of other people as well, who I don't think they have Flosstube, but we all got together online, and it was just fun to like watch the pattern drop, and they always make this like big deal out of it, and they have a video. And this week we were supposed to take a picture of, because we couldn't leave, we were supposed to recreate a famous landmark in our house or just outside our house. And the people just, I mean, oh my goodness. People are so creative. I tried, I was going to do something like a pyramid thing, but I'll put a picture over here. It didn't work. My camera didn't like me. And I kept hesitating, and I just wasn't feeling it. But next week, I'll definitely be joining in on the challenge. Okay, so that was last week's Maynia. So since then, I've done a lot of work on my Letters to Hogwarts, Stitch Your Own Adventure by Stuart Cunningham. And last time we talked, I had finished the wand. I did not backstitch the wand like I thought I would, because I'm itching to get to the next letter. So, sorry, no. I completed the second letter and made some little adjustments, and then I did the entire page border for chapter 3, except for the light stitches. I only did light stitches here at the very bottom, which you cannot see because of the light, but it's fab. So this is how far we are now. Now, one thing that I definitely want to mention, is I went off pattern for this part. This little snitch here is actually from a Harry Potter bookmark pattern I found on Etsy. And I did change the colors on it a little bit. Like I said to you all at the very beginning, I planned on modifying this heavily because of the spirit of it. So, like I said, I changed the color of my wand. I put in a different thing here. That's from Etsy as well. And the next page, it's no longer a secret or anything. This page, I'm torn between the tea leaves and putting in the forest with Hagrid's hut and a thestral. And then I found this beautiful pattern on Etsy, and it is like, let me see if I can actually bring it up. I'll get your opinion on it. So this is from Patterns by Ivchenko. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced the name. This beautiful pattern is just, I mean, I can't zoom in any further, but it's just gorgeous. And I think that it would look really, really good in the letter, but without the background surrounding it, maybe. I don't know. But then again, at the same time, let me just go back to here. Sorry about that. I at the same time, I don't know if I want to do that. You know, like, I like Stuart's thing. I'm just adventurous. And I've been getting more and more adventurous as we go. But, oh, did you see my little dude falling off the broom? So there's a good close-up for you. So I decided to add in this little guy falling off his broom because I saw someone else had done something similar on the Facebook group. I thought it was super cute, and that would totally be me. I put in the snitch because it's something that I loved in the movie. Like, it was really magical when I was a kid, and I liked the keeper aspect because I would enjoy watching the game but not playing the game. Do you know what I mean? So that's the reasoning behind these elements. The snitch that Stuart had done was too big for me to stitch in this area, and someone else on the Facebook group had also purchased this pattern. So I'm torn. I don't know if I should do the Thestral in the forest with Hagrid's hut or the tea leaves. Someone else actually did elements of every single design in there. I haven't decided. I'm really bad at making decisions. But I do want to personalize it because I have already, you know what I mean? Maybe purchasing a new pattern isn't the way to go. Maybe I should just choose my favorite. But I feel like I might have to stitch this again. Like in the future, I may have to will I have time? This is a beast. The frame for chapter 3 took me up, and it's not finished. It took me about 3 hours. I don't know why it takes so long. Probably because I'm counting and counting and counting and counting and making sure that I'm triple counting. Because that's the last thing that I want to go wrong. Okay, so that is my Letters to Hogwarts Stitch Your Own Adventure, and it is so much fun. Another thing that I worked on, this is my patchwork paw print bag. Isn't it pretty? From Patchwork Paw Print on Etsy. Fantastic bag. I love the bag. So well made. This project is my Peppermint Purple Stitch Along, the black work Stitch Along that she's hosting. It's free, and it's 52 weeks, obviously, so one pattern drop per week. And I know that the little black thread is distracting, but it is what it is. This is just a regular 14 count Aida, by the way. I've overlocked it by hand because I don't have an overlocking machine. There we go. Isn't it gorgeous? I did the last 3 blocks. And I decided to write the word pause. I talked about this. Hello. I talked about this on my Instagram and Facebook post. When I got to this block where we could write something, a lot of people had chosen to write COVID or something like that, you know, stay home, whatever. But I decided to write the word pause. I don't know if I'm in love with the word, but I'm definitely enjoying the symbolism of it because I feel like normal life is on pause, but it will resume. So hopefully there is another block like this later on in the pattern. So later on in the pattern, I'm thinking about if we do start opening up and everything is okay, writing resume, or something to that effect, or changing the word. I don't know. I don't know, but that's how I felt at that time, so that's why I wrote that in like that. I love it. I know that this side is really light and it doesn't come off well, especially right now. Goodness. And it's completely blown me out. I think I fixed it. But the stitching in certain angles looks perfectly fine and dark enough. Whereas on camera and in very bright light, it is hard to see. However, my plan is to get a frame. I already have it in my shopping cart for this piece, but I don't need to buy it right now. And I will frame it in a black frame, just a simple black frame. And I didn't think I'd like it that much, but I really enjoy it. It is the highlight of my week for stitching because it's so easy to complete. Okay, so that's it. I didn't work on anything else in my normal rotation. I did receive my adapter, my power adapter for my tablet. So we are back in business as far as big projects and digital patterns goes. However, I decided to pick up some other projects for this weekend, and let me explain. So let me just move this out of the way. Yesterday was Friday, and I decided to make a start on my Bothy Threads Bellflower pattern. Isn't it beautiful? It's a William Morris design. The pattern is very confusing, but it's printed on these massive sheets. What I had to do was I had to count up. I don't know why I decided to start on this one, but I found the middle and I used my sulky thread to do the edges from the middle, and then I made a start here. So I think you can see that pretty well. I'm only working in the navy, I think it's 939 equivalent, and don't know what happened there. I'm using the force. So this fabric is so light that it's gonna mess up the camera big time, but it's so small, but it was so fun. And working on 14 count Ada, it came in the kit. It was just such a breeze, and it stitched up so fast. So highly recommend stitching on 14 count if you want to go quick, or at least it felt like I was going quick. Let's be honest. I don't know if I really am. So I'm up here in the background. Yeah. I don't know when I'm going to pick that back up again, but it was nice to, oh gosh, we're blown out again. It was nice to get started. Hi. Keep the balance. Thank you. It was nice to get started on that kit because I have had it for a really long time. I think it was one of the first cross stitch kits I bought, along with the Falcha Accarda Irish Welcome Friends pattern, or kit rather. So that's that, and that can go away for a while. Today is Saturday, and today, thank you, Pippa, for this book. It's so cute. It has my name on it, and it says, leave a little sparkle wherever you go. Today, yes. Well, we have to get into haul a little bit. So I'm going to reach into the haul. I went on Amazon and I purchased a 25 count Lugana fat quarter. I think the store, it said by Zweigart, but the store is Stitchtastic. So if you want to go to stitchtastic.com, you could do that and, avoid Jeff Bezos, I suppose. But this is just this is it's so soft. 25 count black Lugana. You can see through it. I'm making silly faces at you. Just kidding. Can you guess what I'm going to start today? So, I've had these threads for a few months, and today is going to be the day, since today is the day that I do my crafty chat with my friends, and I have 2 Zoom craft meetings and talk to all the people. Today is Twisted Rainbow Sampler Day. I don't think you can see it very well. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me do it properly. It deserves to do it properly. So I purchased the pattern. The pattern came in. I got my pattern from Patchwork Rabbit, I think, which is a UK shop. Oh my goodness. Look at that. These are the Dinky Dyes silks. It's really not working with me today. They are so beautiful. I already have Luna fur on it, really. I purchased the thread pack from my friend Jessie over at Mislaid Pages. She has the entire rainbow silk pack available. They are super soft, and I am going to be doing the specialty stitch version of the pattern. So let me show you. It's all printed. The Twisted Rainbow Sampler that I got is the one with the butterflies and moths. There's another version that goes from the opposite corner, which has like roses and things, but I liked mine with the butterflies, so I got this one. So if you're interested in this particular chart, make sure that you look twice, because there are 2 types. This is the details, Northern Expressions Needlework. And it says, I'm still good. 144 wide by 288 stitches high. You can get, the fabric in the model is Weeks Dye Works, but you could use anything really. And then they used onyx in linen. I like even weave because it's easier for me to see the holes, but I'm starting to appreciate linen as well. Let's just put that out there. Okay, so that was a little bit all over the place, but I hope you can understand. We'll get back to haul here in a minute. So that is what I'm starting today. I am beyond excited. It's just gonna be epic. So let me move this out of the way. And then tomorrow we have a really exciting new start. So I think you might have seen this when I showed my World of Cross Stitching magazine flip through issue number 292. It's the spring edition. And there's a small quick challenge, they call it. And it is, let me just, piece of paper here and cover the pattern. Look at this adorableness. So sorry, I don't know why. Look at that. Look at that. So cute, right? So I'm calling this the Frog in the Umbrella. And this one, it's so tiny. Oh, sorry. Hello. It's so tiny. There we go. That I can use one of my mini pieces of fabric that I ordered from the Crafty Kitten. I get this little bit bag every month. This one is the February 2020 limited edition 28 count Lugana. And it is pretty. So I am going to make a start because, not just because I Love the pattern, but because I special ordered the floss for it. So let's move into haul, shall we? Where are we now? 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Okay, let us start with the rest of the order. Oh, Twisted Rainbow Sampler came from Lakeside Needleworks. The pattern, which I'll have them linked in the link thing. Lakeside Needlecraft, lakesideneedlecraft.co.uk. It's a very good website, so please check them out. I ordered a bunch of specialty flosses because, again, I'm doing, it's doing a weird thing with the zoomies. I told you last time that I did the Plum Street samplers. They're over there behind me, but I'll get them in a second. I ordered DMC number 16, which is called, I think it's called Pistachio. It is this beautiful bright green, and I'll show you. And I ordered the specialty floss for the pattern as well, for the frog and the umbrella, and that's $41.90. And look at them on this fabric. They just pop so well. So that's why I went ahead with it. Aren't they pretty? I have two Plum Street sampler kits. These are the patterns I purchased from Mislaid Pages on Etsy. And I am kitting them up in Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colorworks as they are recommended. And so in order for me to do that at the moment, I've had to go to several shops to get specialty thread. So we're going to work on this together. I showed you last time, I have those put away. And so this time I'm going to share with you the ones some more that I got. And I believe these are all different than the last time. So these are from Lakeside Needlecraft. You can find these flosses, these specialty flosses, online. So first up is Nature Trail, which is beautiful green. It has like a dark and a light green together. It's kind of hard to show. And I apologize, but it is what it is. Then we have Snowflake, which is beautiful. It's like white and pink, which is not going to show up at all on camera. Even with my dark hair. You'll have to trust me. It's like unicorn hair. It's beautiful. Just a tiny blushy pink in with the white. Gorgeous. Then we have the color Bark, which is like a dark green and a brown. That one shows up really well. Next up we have Amber, which is gold and orangey and yellow. Pretty, very pretty. Keeping my hand here so that it stays zoomed. This one is Sweet Potato. I love this color. So pretty. Roasted Fig. Rose Quartz. Very pretty. Oh my gosh. That's my color. I love that color. So delicate. Oh, my arms. This one is Red Pear. So pretty. Purple Haze. It's kind of like a grayish lavender. Then we have Crimson. Wow, so pretty. And then, I don't know how to pronounce this. Chablis? 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 I don't know. I don't speak French. Ow. So those are some of the specialty flosses that go into the Plum Street stacks. And now that I've shown you, I can put them away and put that over there. Next up is pattern. Y'all! Pattern I got from Crafty Kitten because she gets these, pattern orders. And this is a pre-order for a new release. And this is Bella Filipina Cross-Stitch Designs by Aldrin J. C. Perea, called Gaia the Earth Goddess. Isn't she majestic? I mean, the little bird. Oh my God. I love it so much. She reminds me of obviously Gaia, but maybe even Bridget. And the fact that she's got the new growth on her wings. Her wings are twigs with new growth. Oh gosh, just don't even get me started. And I can only imagine what it's going to look like when it's finished. Yeah. On 14 count Ada, she's 10, almost 11 inches by 22 inches. A little bit under that. Beautiful. 152 wide by 304 high. Had to buy it. I saw it and it was an instant purchase. Okay, and then I went over to the Primitive Hare, right? No, the Patchwork Rabbit, which is another UK seller. And I got Seafoam, which is beautiful greeny blue, light greeny blues. I got a piece of Picture This Plus. Okay, Picture This Plus is really difficult to get when you live abroad. There's only certain stores that have it, and they only have a certain amount in stock, and it's hard to restock, especially now. Totally understand, not complaining at all, but just so you know, I finally found the shop that has it, and it is the Patchwork Rabbit. So here is my piece of 28 count Oaken, which is a cashel. I got a fat eighth, or no, a fat quarter? No, I don't know. It's 2/8. It's something. And hopefully I'll be able to stitch both of the stacks. I don't know if that's going to be possible side by side, but if not, that's fine. I don't mind. I just wanted enough fabric to do something fun with. Maybe I'll make a pillow. Don't know. I think I'm going to do the sheep one first. So I know that one of these guys calls for it. Sheep. Yeah, the sheep. So the sheep is first. Sheep heap calls for this particular color. And then if you just put these on, can you see how gorgeous that is? Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm being extra. Also, they send it in a compostable bag, which is really nice. Thank you. And then I was there. I was like, I'm there anyway. I might as well just get a pattern too. So as soon as I get my adapter for my tablet, I start buying paper patterns. Explain this to me. So this is Histoire des Moutons 2. This is actually part of a larger stitch, but I don't know if I'll do the whole thing. I'm really not sure. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I wanted it. And it is so cute. This is from Jardin Privé. You can go to jardinprivé.com or you can go to the Patchwork Rabbit. So here are the other parts all together. Look how cute. I love the one where they're stacked on top of each other. It's not really something that I consider to be my style, but I love sheep. I live next door to a sheep field. Like, there are sheep everywhere. I love them. I squeal whenever I see them. I am lucky to live in Ireland, and I like sheepy things, so you will probably see a lot of sheepy things. As I said a long time ago, I think it was episode 2 of Flosstube, I said that I would like to be very, choose Irishy things or stitch or even design things that I felt were Irish. And just to share my experience of living abroad, because it is a different kind of lifestyle. So that is in my wish list. That is all the patterns and all of the fabric. Brain, coffee. Next up, look at this monster. This is the Ultimate Cross Stitch East Asia edition. I purchased this separately. I found there was an advertisement for this magazine standalone in one of my World of Cross Stitch magazine ads. And I just had to have it. It is huge. It's called Ultimate Cross Stitch Volume 25, 2020. And it was £10. And it just has these amazing, like the fan with the roses. If you like geisha or even like Chinese stuff, motifs and things, even you could just stitch like a flower or something. The one that I'm in love with, because I can't show you the other page. Look at that. Look at that pillow. Come on, camera. Wow, right? That is so me. I need this. I need this to happen. I don't know what kind of birds those are over here, but I love them. Okay, so I got that, and I drooled all over it when I got it. Anybody want to see it flip through? Okay, and so that is the end of my cross stitching. So I told you the plans for the weekend, and I will share the progress of that with you next week. Something that I would like to do for you as a thank you, just because I am going to give away a pattern today. And today I think that this may only really appeal to a certain type of stitcher, but feel free to enter in below. Today's giveaway is going to be the Notre Dame pattern, this one here, from Carol Thornton. It is almost a full stitch. It's almost a full pattern, as in the sky is not stitched, but everything below that is. It is gorgeous, has lots of colors in it. It is an advanced pattern, but I believe that if you just take your time, it would be easy enough to do. If you want to stitch this, please write in your comment, I would like to stitch Notre Dame. And I think you know how to spell that. Notre Dame, N-O-T-R-E space D-A-M-E. Notre Dame. And I will pull a winner before the next episode. Just using the random comment picker and looking for the words Notre Dame. So just stick it in there anywhere in your comment or say, I would like to stitch Notre Dame. And that is the giveaway for this week. So thank you all so much for watching. Next, we have knitting. So if knitting isn't your thing, I totally understand. Feel free to click away. But if you're still working on your project and you would like to listen, then stay with me. Okay. If not, see you later. We all have busy lives. I totally understand. Okay. First thing is I'm going to talk about haul. Well, no, I won't talk about haul. I'll talk about this. So this is my Cottage number 9 bag. And I am working on my Into the Bloom cowl by Ruby and Rose's yarn. I did put in a few more rows, and the rows are getting much longer now. There's a lot more stitches up here now, so it's taking me a lot longer than I expected. This is bottom, this is top, so it will lay. Come here, come here. I don't want to let go of my needles, but it'll lay like this, and it will lay really beautifully once it's finished. But obviously, because it's all bunched up, it doesn't look right. But I think it's coming out wonderfully. I'm excited to restitch the ribbing here with my smaller needles, but I'm not going to do that until the end because that would be crazy. And I just wanted to share with you, because I haven't got too much progress done on it, I wanted to show you my plan. This is Grape Hyacinth by Ruby and Roses. I'm using her mini skein set from March. And this is the one that I was talking about. This is Harpy Eggs from Dragon Horde Yarn Company. So I'm going to add this after this one. They are very similar, but this one is darker. And I thought that would be a nice contrast. It'll be fun anyway. I do plan on actually doing the Into the Bloom cowl with a proper 10 skein kit eventually, but I really wanted to get started on it. You know, it's really beautiful. So that is flying, but I just haven't had time. I did a lot of diamond painting this week, so I didn't, and editing as well, so I didn't have as much knitting time. Did not work on my northeasterly. Yes, that's what it's called. The baby blanket. Didn't have any time for that this week either. However, I did make a few purchases, and I'm really looking forward to Knit Crate. My Knit Crate is still stuck in Miami, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm sure it obviously has to do with the situation that's happening, but I don't know if Miami shut down for a few days or like what happened, but everything that is stuck in Miami has been there for almost a month or more. So I'm really trying not to watch my tracking that much. I use an app called 17 Track to, put everything in that I'm waiting for, so I know when it will arrive. And everything's been stuck. And now things are being stuck in Dublin for like 4 days before they get down here. So, it is what it is. First thing that I purchased, no, I'm not going there yet. We'll get there in a second. The first thing I got in the past week was this yarn winder. Okay. This is just on Amazon. Look for yarn ball winder and you'll find one of these. I think this is the second least expensive. Does that make sense? It's not the least expensive, but it's the second one. And so what I did, you can barely see it up there. Oh, right there, is that the Irish fairy tale yarns, which I'm planning on using in my Joji Fading Point shawl, I went ahead and I caked it all up. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, love it. So I just stuck the tag on the outside and caked them all up, and they look so beautiful like this. I wish I had a proper way to show them off. I might have to get a new storage thingy, but whatever. I want to use them, not just have a wall of yarn behind me, which is something that could easily happen. So Fading Point shawl should be started eventually, but I got something because of that. So I got these. These are stitch markers from Maxwell Studio Knits, and they are on Etsy. They're an Irish shop. I have other stitch markers from them as well. These are wooden beads, and I thought it would go really well with the yarn and easy to see. So I got those, and because I have purchased from them before, they sent me a note And they said, "Hello again, Rachel, and thank you for returning to our little shop. I'm enclosing a small gift of thanks with your order. Stay safe. These are strange times. Us crafters have the advantage of keeping busy." We sure do. So they sent me another stitch marker as a gift. And look at this. It's a little glass bead. Isn't it cute? On this very heavy-duty cord. So that's fantastic. Thank you so much, Liz and Becca. And now they're watching my Flosstube. Okay. And then I didn't open this. I made another order, I made another order and I don't see my scissors. Ooh. Okay. With My Cottage number 9. And I thought that I would open it on camera so that you could get my reaction. I wanted to get a bag that was big enough to hold all of the yarn for the Fading Point shawl. Oh, and on the bag it says, oh no, that's just their address. Never mind. I thought it had a note. Look at this. Look at that. I don't really like to do unboxings on my Flosstube, but sometimes it's good to share the excitement. Oh my gosh, that is so soft. Look at it. These bags are so well made. Thank you so much for your order. Enjoy it. Stay safe. This bag is, well, first of all, it's huge. I bought it because it has a leather strap, which you can't see because my hands are all over the place. But it has this leather strap so you can hold on if you like, or pleather, not leather. And then it has these drawstrings, so you can close it up and carry it. It also has, it's very well lined in the inside, and it has pockets so you can put in your stitch markers or your scissors or whatever you want, so you can take it with you. And oh my goodness, like I love this bag so much, but I wanted a bigger one for, bigger quantities of yarn. It's perfect. It's so perfect. So please check out My Cottage number 9. She is located in Ireland. So if you'd like an Irish made bag, this is so soft. I don't even know what material this is, but it is like, I want it on my face, but I have makeup on, so we don't want to do that. But I thought, I think, is it 6 skeins? Okay, so we just had a jump cut, but I just want to share with you these. So here's number 1 into the bag. We've got number 2 in there, number 3. They look very similar. There's a little difference. 4 got a little loose. And then number 5. And they all fit, and there's plenty of room inside for the actual shawl. That is incredible. I am so chuffed. Really excited. And now my yarn is protected. It won't get all messy and linty or anything like that. So fabulous. That is that. I have Knit Crate. So as I was saying with Knit Crate, so I have just gotten the email yesterday about the next box. So if you want to be surprised, please skip ahead. And the one that they have, there's this beautiful lavender one. And I figure, okay, I will get the box. And if I like it, I'm going to order more. And I'm going to get a sweater quantity. And I'm going to knit my first sweater, which will be the No Frills sweater on Ravelry. It's very basic. I think it's garter stitch and then the ribbing for that's it. It's so simple. But instead of garter stitch, I'll probably do the other one. Stockinette, I can think. Because I don't like the way that garter stitch looks. I love stockinette though. So I'll probably do a stockinette stitch and then the ribbing. And that'll be it. So this is going to be an Audine Wools, which I really like. Audine Wools Interlock. It has 34% cotton, 35% linen, 19% lyocell, and 11% nylon. I think that'll make a perfect summer sweater. So something just light to wear on top of like a button down or on top of a t-shirt when it gets a little bit chilly or windy. I think that would be perfect. So that is what I'm going to get. I won't show the picture, but if you've seen the preview, you know. So, guys, I think that is everything for today. We've just gone over an hour. And I'm really excited for this weekend for stitching, and hopefully I'll get some knitting done as well. I need to make some time for it. I've got a lot of projects going. I've got a lot of video ideas, and there's just not enough time in the day. So, today's poem. At the end of my Flosstube videos, I've been reading a poem from Second Sight, which is a book by Patty Bush. I have a link down below if you'd like to check him out. And I am going to read just a short poem today, just to end the video, and I hope that it resonates for you. It's called I Shall Hear in Heaven. I had Beethoven on the stereo, the house wave shaking, full flowing, celebrating. When I took a notion to go rambling to my neighbor, I left the music playing and the doors and windows wide open as I walked out into the frosty starlight. Throwing shapes like a conductor, I bowed ceremoniously to the orchestra of the stars, signaled every last note to them, and walked on, hoping the music would be heard in heaven. I do love his poetry. It's actually brilliant listening to him live, so if you ever do get a chance to travel to Ireland in the future, please book a poetry night with Patty Bush. There are a lot of brilliant local artists and poets, musicians in this area, and I am blessed to be living around them. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Flosstube number 20. Don't forget to enter your comment down below if you'd like to stitch Notre Dame. And that is everything. I will see you next week. Have a very safe and happy weekend. And don't forget to give your loved ones a big hug when you get a chance to. So take care, everybody. See you next time. Bye.